Homelessness in the United States is not only a crisis, it is a growing one. According to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, the national homeless population exceeded 653,000 people in 2023, the highest number ever recorded since data collection began. While major cities like Los Angeles and New York dominate headlines, other urban centers are seeing some of the fastest growth rates in homelessness. Rising housing costs, inflation, mental health challenges, and the lingering effects of the COVID-19 pandemic have all contributed to this surge. This report highlights 5 U.S. cities where homelessness is growing at alarming rates: Phoenix, Portland, Denver, Austin, and Miami. Each city represents a unique combination of challenges, from skyrocketing rents to overwhelmed shelter systems, and together they paint a troubling picture of inequality in America's urban landscape. Phoenix has become one of the fastest-growing cities in America, but with growth has come a surge in homelessness. Between 2016 and 2023, Maricopa County, home to Phoenix, saw its homeless population rise by over 70%, reaching more than 9,600 people. Several factors explain this dramatic increase. Extreme heat. Phoenix regularly records summer temperatures above 110 degrees Fahrenheit. In 2022, at least 420 homeless individuals died due to heat-related causes, one of the highest figures in the nation. Rising rents. Median rent in Phoenix rose by 43% between 2017 and 2022, outpacing wage growth. Encampments. A downtown area known as the Zone became one of the country's largest homeless encampments, housing nearly 1,000 people before it was cleared by city authorities in 2023. The city has increased funding for shelters, adding 900 beds in recent years, yet the demand far outpaces capacity. Officials also struggle with balancing public safety concerns and humanitarian needs. Despite new investments, Phoenix remains one of the most visible examples of a city where rapid population growth and housing shortages collide with devastating results. Portland has long been known for its progressive policies, but homelessness here has grown into one of the city's defining issues. In 2023, Multnomah County reported over 6,200 people experiencing homelessness, with about 50% unsheltered, one of the highest unsheltered rates in the U.S. Key factors: housing affordability. Rents in Portland rose by nearly 30% over the last 5 years. A one-bedroom apartment now averages $1,600 per month, far above what many service workers can afford. Drug addiction and mental health. City reports show nearly 70% of unsheltered homeless people struggle with substance use or severe mental illness. Encampments. Large tent clusters in public parks and downtown have become a visible symbol of crisis. In 2022, Portland spent $85 million on homeless services, yet officials estimate far more funding is needed. Despite significant investments, the homeless population continues to grow annually by 5 to 10%, with no clear turning point in sight. Denver has experienced both economic boom and housing crisis. In 2023, the city recorded over 9,000 people experiencing homelessness, a 31% increase since 2019. Contributing factors. Housing costs. Median rent in Denver jumped 45% between 2015 and 2022, while home prices nearly doubled. Migration. Denver's population growth has outpaced affordable housing development, leaving thousands behind. Encampments. Visible homeless camps have appeared throughout downtown, leading to frequent police sweeps. Denver has attempted reforms, including creating safe outdoor spaces, managed tent encampments offering sanitation and security. By 2023, the city invested $254 million in housing and homelessness programs, its highest budget ever. Yet advocates argue demand still exceeds resources. The situation is worsening. In 2022, more than 170 homeless people died in Denver, a 50% jump from the year before, underscoring how urgent the crisis has become. Austin's booming tech economy and population growth have created sharp divides. The city's homeless population reached over 5,500 people in 2023, up nearly 20% since 2019. Key pressures. Rising rents. Austin has some of the fastest growing rents in the country. Median rent is now $1,800, a 50% increase since 2015. Encampment bans. In 2021, Austin voters reinstated a ban on public camping, forcing many homeless residents into less visible, but often more dangerous areas. Mental health services. Reports suggest up to 40% of Austin's homeless population has untreated mental illness. The city has responded by purchasing hotels and converting them into shelters, adding 1,000+ housing units. Yet critics argue this only scratches the surface. Austin illustrates the paradox of prosperity. While wealth surges through the city's tech sector, thousands are left behind on sidewalks, under bridges, and in wooded areas. Miami is known for beaches and luxury condos, but behind the tourist facade lies a growing homeless crisis. As of 2023, about 3,300 people in Miami-Dade County are homeless, with an unsheltered rate of nearly 60%. Drivers of growth. Rising rents. Miami has one of the steepest rental increases in the nation. Between 2020 and 2022, rents surged 36%, pricing out many working families. Climate risks. Hurricanes and flooding disproportionately displace low-income residents. After Hurricane Irma in 2017, homelessness rose by nearly 15% in Miami-Dade. Affordable housing shortage. For every 100 low-income renters, Miami has only 23 available affordable units, one of the worst ratios in the U.S. The city spends around $60 million annually on homeless services, yet critics say funds are insufficient. With tourism booming and luxury construction continuing, Miami highlights the widening gap between visible wealth and invisible poverty. From Phoenix to Portland, Denver to Austin, and Miami, America's homeless crisis is accelerating. The statistics reveal a pattern. Rising rents, mental health struggles, and inadequate affordable housing create a cycle that cities cannot keep pace with. While each city invests millions in shelters and housing programs, growth outpaces solutions. Homelessness is no longer confined to America's biggest cities. It is expanding in fast-growing, mid-sized urban centers. These 5 examples show that without systemic change in housing policy, healthcare, and wages, the numbers will only climb, and America's hidden crisis will continue to grow.